Hi everyone and welcome to my studio. This is so exciting. My name is Gideon and I'm also known as Gideonslight, and I'm here to be your creatively fit coach. So grab your canvas, grab your paints and your art journal and join me in my studio as I show you how profound it can be in your life if you allow some space to be creative. So join me now as I show you how. Hi you guys, I just wanted to show you again how I prepare this recycled paper that I get from my delivery in the boxes. So instead of throwing this paper away, I'm using it as free resources. So I'm just using a very affordable acrylic titanium white, but you can see it's not that high quality because it's quite translucent. But for playing and getting a creative practice going, affordable art supplies is really not a bad idea. So it really liberates you to experiment and to play and not worry so much about the cost. And once you get some brush miles under your belt and you get inspired and you have great ideas flowing, then you can switch to more affordable, or what should I call, professional grade art supplies. And then you will also see what a massive difference higher quality art supplies provide you with, because it's more pigmented, it really performs better, but then you have the experience under your belt and you know where you want to go with a particular project, and then that sort of feels a little bit better as far as using a good quality art supply for an actual art project that you want to create, specifically for either project or something that you want to sell or frame or use in that way. So I'm just going to allow this to dry, and when we come back I'm going to show you how I use this page to create a beautiful collage based on yesterday's palette. Right, I'm going to be creating beautiful collage work with this previous palette paper that we used yesterday. All I did to enhance this a little bit more is I used some of my oil pastel orange and I just created some marks on there to add some variety. And then I want you to turn the paper around. Now mine tore, so I just fixed it with some masking tape. And I'm just going to use a marker to help me get some shapes on here. And we're going to do some interesting square shapes. So I want small ones, longer ones, and bigger ones. Just give yourself a basic indication of where you would like to cut, using as much of the paper as possible. You can see my marker is a bit dry. And then I'm going to use a scissor, and I'm basically cutting these shapes out. I'm just going to work around that tape. And I might even get out another one here. Waste not, want not. You're not going to waste anything. And working in this way, you don't really allow what is on the underneath to influence your decisions. So you're just basically ignoring what is on the other side for now, and just creating some interesting square shapes. I'm not even making an exact fuss about the shape that I drew. I think that's fine. Let's cut that off. That one's fine. So let's just create some try to create some interesting square shapes. So as you can see, I'm not precious about it. I'm not trying to be too perfectionistic about it. I'm really allowing for some creative license here. Because you don't know what kind of inspiration will flow because of it. So let's just take that edge off. And in this way you don't have to overthink trying to create something out of nothing. It sort of happens for you by just playing like this. That's nice. Let's see what's here. Yeah, let's just use that one as is. And I like these slightly angled square shapes as well. I'm even going to use that part with the tape. And now that we've cut all of these little pieces, get rid of the excess, we're going to get our prepared page from the wall here in the back. Just taking it off the wall. And I'm going to come and bring it here. It still has some press stick on the back, so I like to just anchor it down. And I'm going to get my glue stick. Just give me a second. Grab my glue stick. And for this I'm just using ordinary craft glue from a craft store. So again, it doesn't have to be complicated. So now that we turn these pieces around, we can maybe decide if we cut them in half. We can maybe put them together in interesting ways. Because we know that this page is exactly the same size as the one that we've painted on. So we know that all the pieces will fit. So it's all about combining it in an interesting way. And then you can just place them on your paper for now and see where it can be an interesting reassembly of the page. Find little places where you can put them together. You can even make them smaller if you want to. It almost feels like I have more paper now. So let's just turn them around and see. This is an interesting one. I love the contrast there. So maybe you can find a piece that needs a little bit of oomph. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Maybe on top of that one, it can be interesting. So you really just play, and I'm trying to keep some of the white off the background as well. So you don't have to use all of the pieces that you have. So one of the tips I can give you is I actually have these plastic folders like this, and I save some of my collage elements in here. I've got different bags with different colors and different papers, and then when I come to my art journal on another day, I might be looking for an element, a collage element to add to my art journal, and then I have these amazing little pieces to draw out of this library of collage material that I created myself, and that is always a lot of fun. So then you literally go ahead, once you're happy with your composition and your placement of your pieces, you can use your glue stick and you stick it to your paper. And I also like to use acrylic matte glazing medium that you should find at your art supply store, and I put a layer of that over it all just to make it a sealed cohesive piece like I did with last week's exercise. So that then also strengthens the paper and it binds your collage elements to your paper in a better way, so that when you put this in your art book that you can have a stronger paper to play with. So I am going to go ahead and glue all of these pieces, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done.